Hi, welcome to Young Wild Lifestyle. My name is Travis Ventrella, Vice President here. Happy you're able to join me in this video right now as I'm about to share my story with you, and you definitely want to watch this as you might be able to relate to everything that is said in this video. And if not everything, at least you'll get some type of advice that will change your future. So I grew up in a town called Norwalk in Connecticut in a family of 7. Now, as far as I can remember, we were financially okay. Middle class family, had a house, had cars, had all that fun stuff, and we had a nice lifestyle growing up. That is until in 2008 we had a financial crisis that came along, wiped out a lot of small businesses, and my parents' businesses were one of those. And as far as I could remember in that situation, all I heard coming out of my parents' mouth was no money, no money, no money. We can't make ends meet. We can't pay our mortgage. We can't afford this house anymore. And it was just crazy. It was mind-boggling for my brothers and I, and it was just plain tough. So then next thing you know, my parents split up, which, when there's a divorce and there's kids, it's really hard, especially at a young age. And my brothers ended up venturing off into a very bad path, which turned into other things, and it was just tough. Money causing all of this pain, I couldn't stand it. That's when at the age of 14, my mom was dating this guy who owns a construction company, and I asked him one day, I said, hey, can I help you out and get paid? And he said, of course you can. You'll start tomorrow. And next thing you know, I start doing that. He showed me how to operate heavy equipment, machinery, excavators, bulldozers, the whole 9 yards. And then after showing me all that fun stuff, I was like, okay, cool. But then being young, being only 14, I couldn't operate that stuff on the job, so I ended up having to put in a lot of labor, and my job was to really dig trenches with a shovel. And I remember this one time, the worst thing I was doing was picking up these heavy stones and getting blisters on my hands, and I had to export them over to a pile, and it was just plain hard, labor intensive, and I couldn't take it anymore. And the last thing I remember before I opted out of that was that it was raining outside, and I was like, forget this, I'm not doing this anymore. And I went to my stepdad, because he's a very successful man, and I asked him, hey, what advice could you give to me so I could start doing something to create even more income and work less? And he's told me right off the bat, hey man, this is what you do, this is what you gotta get. He said, you have to do landscaping if you want to make a great income at your age. And then he went into what exactly to do, and then he told me about snow plowing in the winter time. And next thing you know, I did exactly that. I implemented everything he told me. And next thing you know, I'm here 15 years old, I'm making great money. And I remember one time walking around school, right? I had $300 in my pocket, and I took it out, and my friends were like, whoa, where'd you get that money? Did you get it from your parents that are making all these assumptions? Are you selling drugs or something? I'm laughing at these kids. I'm like, no man, here's what I do. And I'm sharing the same story I just shared with you. And they're like, hey man, that's really cool. Can we work with you? And next thing you know, I hired a couple people into that business. It was booming, it was going good, but that only lasted for about another year. And I got tired of that, and then I came across a book from Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it really inspired me, and I was like, okay, what business can I start so I don't have to put in as much work and it could duplicate itself? And that's when I realized that businesses are going from brick and mortar to click and order. Everything's going online, and I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity to learn what I have to learn, a whole nother skill set. That's when I learned how to design websites, how to build squeeze pages, how to capture leads, build funnels, and convert those leads into sales. And a year down the road, at the age 16, I finally started making money online, and I became very successful. I was able to make a good stream of income, actually replace the income I was making in my landscaping business, and it just continued to rise. So that is really what transpired into who I am today, and now I'm very successful. I have multiple product lines on Amazon. I'm partnered with people in different business ventures. Now I want you to ask yourself this: what is your future looking like today? Does it involve an economic crisis that could wipe out your family, take away that freedom, piles of unpaid bills, or living your dreams, having your dream car, having your dream house, being able to help your kids with their dreams? Well, I just really want to thank you for watching this video. If you are ready to take your future to the lifestyle that will allow you to be free, then I encourage you to click the link below and get registered with Young Wild Lifestyle. It doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter if you're 10 or 200 years old. I highly doubt anyone of you watching this is 200 years old, but the point is you could get registered today and get access to all of our knowledge, resources, and information that it took years to gather. So thank you again, guys. Have a blessed day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the inside.